We've been talking a lot about decluttering here at Clean My Space, and most of our conversations center around decluttering your physical space, and you guys have been rocking that. We've been reading the comments and we're so proud of you. But one area we haven't really touched on that I know is a big one is digital decluttering. So this week, I'm going to show you how to digitally declutter things. Let's get to it. Just a quick reminder, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe to the Clean My Space channel and give us a thumbs up if you plan on decluttering your phone or computer after watching this video. Guys, I know that digital stuff can sometimes feel a little uncomfortable or mysterious, but we're going to do our very best job to make sure it's demystified and as simple as possible. Your first job is to go through all of your documents and get rid of anything that you no longer need. There's a really good chance that your desktop is littered with documents that you're not using at the moment. This just happened to me. Same thing goes for your downloads folder. And if you haven't used something in a while, you probably can just get rid of it. Try to avoid the just in case syndrome. It's something we've probably all experienced. When you're looking at a document, look at it critically and decide, do I need it? Yes or no. If you don't need it, get rid of it. Don't do the, I'll hold on to it just in case. That's going to get you in trouble. There are also some programs you can install on your computer, whether you have a Mac or a PC, that will go through your hard drives, sort out your files, highlight the biggest ones that it needs to get rid of. It'll go through some hidden stuff that I don't even understand. It'll get rid of that. If there's anything that you really need, it probably won't get rid of it, but if there's anything that you don't really need, the software is designed to find that and get rid of it too. You download it, you click a button, you walk away, and it's pretty much done. So now that you've whittled your documents down, we're going to do two things. We're going to archive the group of documents that you don't need on a regular basis, but that are important to keep. For example, tax returns from 4 years ago, that can probably be archived. You can find a cloud storage solution or a hard backup solution. Either way, those don't need to live on your computer. And then for the documents that you do need to keep and access on a regular basis, create a lean and simple file structure so that way you can access and save things in a simple manner. For example, business, old jobs, work, travel, children, I don't know, whatever topics you need, but keep it simple. Recently, I got a scary message on my computer and it said my startup disk was full. When I looked at the actual breakdown of the hard drive, the majority of stuff that was taking up space were pictures and videos. So I just had to go through this myself. And here's what I did. I went through and I looked at all of my photos. It took a long time, a few interesting trips down memory lane, but what I managed to get rid of were a lot of duplicate photos or triplicate, or let's not get into how many extras I actually took. And then there were the failed selfies and the cutoffs and the blurs. There are lots of pictures you can actually get rid of. And then of course, there are pictures that you want to keep. And the same goes for video. Oftentimes they hog a lot of space up. And by the way, if you don't have an external or a cloud situation for storing your images, you gotta get on that, because heaven forbid, if something happens to your physical hard computer, you are going to be so sad that you didn't back up those pictures. The whole purpose of social media is to keep you connected to the people and brands and things that mean a lot to you. However, if you're one of those people who scrolls through their social media feed endlessly and sees things that they don't necessarily care about or want to see, then it's time to start unfriending or unfollowing brands, people, or things. So if you find yourself scrolling through all different accounts on Twitter or Instagram that you don't really care about, then you don't really care about that stuff. So unfollow those accounts. And for Facebook, if you need a good measuring stick, ask yourself, would I wish this person happy birthday on their birthday? If you will, they're probably a good friend to keep around. And if not, it's probably time to cut the cord. Your inbox can certainly be a wild beast, which is why I use the words tame your inbox. It can be totally out of control. It's really important that you look at your inbox critically and you get rid of everything that you're not using. So if it's an email that came in, either you file it in an appropriate folder, you trash it, you print it, but it shouldn't be cluttering up your inbox. In fact, the goal of an inbox should be that it's at zero. Imagine, like, if you just left letters in your mailbox, you're like, oh, look at that another day. It doesn't happen. Your inbox should be treated the exact same way. Now, when it comes to getting newsletters and promos and all that kind of stuff, by the way, I am obsessed with online shopping. If any of you guys are, let me know in the comments down below. And I love getting those emails. But you know what ended up happening to me? I would be spending 15, 20 minutes a day literally just looking at sale emails, which was a waste of my time. And I also found that I was spending a lot more money online shopping. So I went through and I unsubscribed. But at the same time, I always know that if I ever do want to go shopping, I can always go on the website. And guess what? They want you to buy stuff, so they're gonna offer you sales if you go on the website anyway. You're not really missing anything much. But if you do want to stay on top of any offers or deals, there are great websites like Retail Me Not. And if you want to manage all of those email lists that you may or may not be subscribed to, what you can do is visit the site Unroll Me, and I'll put the link to that down below, and that will help get rid of all of those email subscriptions that you're not interested in. Your phone can get so cluttered up with apps that seem really shiny and exciting at the time you download them, and then they're not all that great, like a couple days in. No comment, Pokemon Go. What you can do is you can look through all of your apps on your phone and ask yourself, have I used this in the past 6 months? If you have, keep it. If you haven't, you can probably consider getting rid of it. This holds true for games, social media, photo editors, store apps. There's all kinds of stuff that can clutter up your phone that you no longer need. And if, for whatever reason, you actually do need the app, you can always anticipate your needs ahead of time, download the app, and then delete it as soon as you're done. Or, in a recent example for me, I was at a store, I needed the app to proof that I had purchased something, I forgot the receipt. I downloaded it in the store, made my return, put the money in my pocket, and deleted my app on the way out, and drop the mic. Just like with cleaning your actual space and setting routines or specifying times that you're going to actually accomplish cleaning tasks, I would recommend doing the exact same thing for your digital decluttering as well. Consider maybe doing it, the first day of the month or the first Saturday of the month. Dedicate half an hour to going through and doing all of the steps that we talked about. If you do it on a regular basis, just like with regular cleaning, it won't pile up and it won't take you forever. Or you won't be in that horrible position where your phone says that you can no longer take a picture because you don't have room, and then you have to frantically go through and delete pictures or whatever else, and then you lose the moment. So make sure you stay on top of this, and your digital clutter will be an issue of the past. Well, it won't even be an issue. You won't even have to think about it. And you know what the best part about decluttering all of your digital stuff is? It's like a little dog treat, a little reward that you get at the end is when you get to go to the trash and then click the empty trash button, and you hear that little noise where all your trash is being emptied, and then you see a box and it says like 5,000 things being deleted. Guys, it's like taking 25 garbage bags and getting rid of that stuff, donating it or tossing it. It is so exciting on a weird level. It's exciting to get rid of that much digital clutter. So give yourself that special opportunity once a month to get rid of your digital clutter. Your stuff's gonna work so much better. It's gonna be so much easier to find things, and you are gonna feel better about yourself and the work that you do. This week's comment question is kind of an embarrassing one, but I'm gonna throw it out there anyway because I wanna see what your answer is. In the comments down below, let me know how many photos you currently have on your phone. And I was just telling Chad and Luke that I didn't want to admit to you guys how many photos I had because it's super embarrassing, so clearly I have some work to do. I currently have 8,285 photos on my phone. I am sweating right now. Chad, how many pictures do you have?
I have 6,475.
Oh, Luke, what about you?
307.
What? Oh my God. Okay. I have a problem. I can admit it. If you want to see what I'm up to during the rest of the week, aside from deciding how the heck I'm going to get rid of 8,000 photos, you can find me on Instagram and Snapchat and maybe see some of those photos. I'm at Melissa Maker. The guy who has less photos than me, I am quite surprised, but more videos than me, I am not surprised. He is at the Chad Reynolds, and we are at Clean My Space. There's a button down there that lets me know you care, so click it if you liked this video, and click this button right here to subscribe and begin your journey to a cleaner life. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Well, it's that special time of the week where I get to throw you to a couple of other videos I think you're going to love and take a drink because I've been talking a lot. Over here, you can find our first video. It is called 10 Things You Can Declutter, and over there is the follow-up video to that one, which is 10 more things you can declutter. It helps you declutter things. It's been quite effective for a lot of people, so make sure you check it out. And remember, if you haven't done so yet, you should check out cleanmyspace.com, which is our website, where you can sign up for our newsletter. It's called The Dirty Dish. It's free and it comes once a month. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next week.